everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Astral Jen and this is the No Fluff Show, where in this series we rip the veil off spiritual violations and teach you how to protect your energy. If you didn't catch episode 1, please stop right here and go watch it. I set the stage for what's really happening because this is a war and your energy field is on the front line. So now let's get into why you must protect yourself even when you feel safe. So let's be real about this. Feeling safe is not the same as being safe. You might ask why? Because we're trained to associate safety with what's familiar, what's calm, what doesn't look threatening. But here's the thing. Spiritual warfare, that's often where the most damage happens. And here's why. Your guard is down. Your heart is open. And it's when you think it's just energy, it can't really hurt me. But let me be clear. Spiritual interference doesn't wait for your permission. It waits for your opening. And here's what most people don't realize. You can program your energy fields with your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. They constantly help shape it. But here's also something you may not be considering. The energy of others, especially if they're strong, trained, and manipulative, they too can program and manipulate your energy. Think about it this way. Your aura is like a filter, and it's supposed to block, transmute, and inform you like an alarm. But if it's weak, if it's porous, if it's overloaded, things can get through. Emotional baggage, psychic cords, even entities. And this is also something I want you to consider. Your subconscious is the back door to the whole system. This is where most energy work happens without you even knowing. When you're asleep, when you're relaxed, when you're under the influence of something, or even when you're emotionally raw. So you might be wondering, what happens when you feel safe, but you don't spiritually protect yourself? One of the things, you can take on other people's emotions as your own. Another thing is you might open your field too wide during meditation or even spiritual work. That can leave things completely in disarray because you don't close it up properly, because you feel safe, you feel comfortable. This is just meditation. This is just spiritual work. No. It's energy. Another thing that can happen is you trust someone's energy because they seem spiritual. But the reality is they're actually harvesting your light. You let your guard down because you see them one way. The mask is hiding the truth. And with all of this, you become vulnerable to suggestions, dream manipulation, timeline interference, and energetic hijacking. That's why feeling safe can leave you completely unprotected. And here's the harsh reality. You often don't even realize, what is being done to you until the damage is already done. Because spiritual violation doesn't always show up as a loud, obvious attack. Sometimes it feels like doubting your purpose out of nowhere, feeling deeply connected to someone you barely know. You can also go through chronic confusion and disassociation. You can have nightmares that leave you anxious all day long. And you could lose focus, motivation, or joy out of nowhere. You don't realize these are energetic attacks because you basically are looking at it as everyday life. Well, if I'm depressed or if I'm not motivated, that's just me feeling some type of way about the world. No. Recognize the waves. Recognize the shifts. Because if you're high vibrational, in a good mood, and then out of nowhere, you dip low vibration, why? Ask yourself why. Is it you or is it somebody around you? Is someone manipulating your energy? Whenever your energy shifts, that should be your first question to yourself. Is this mine or is this someone else doing this to me? And here's what I want you to realize. You don't have to be a healer. You don't have to be a witch. You don't have to be a mystic to be affected by all of this. All you have to do is exist with light, with potential, with energy someone else wants. And that's reality. So you have to protect yourself because you exist in this realm, and other people, entities, or otherwise will see you, will know you exist, and could tamper with your energy if you don't protect yourself. So let's break it down. Let's go over some real protection that you can do every day. So the first thing that I want you to do is command your energy daily. You have to set the tone before anyone else does. So every morning and every night, declare it. Say it with me. I am the authority of my energy. I do not consent to outside interference. All non-beneficial cords, attachments, and energies are released now. This is not just some cute affirmation. This programs your field with sovereignty. So say this daily, in the morning and at night. The second thing that I want you to do is learn how to close your energy field daily, okay? Because you do things daily that open up your field. So whenever you do spiritual work, prayer, meditation, have any type of intimate connection with another, emotional venting, or any deep connection that really has you in a space of intimacy with another. This is important to close your field with intention afterward. Otherwise, you basically stay open to influence. So the way to do this, I want you to visualize. Picture a glowing light cocooning around you, sealing you in a glowing light. This is a protective bubble from the divine creator, however you resonate with that. Now I want you to imagine it shut, zipped up, closed in, locked in, and when you see the energy seal around you, I want you to say this. My energy is sealed in divine light and truth. I am protected. And I want you to imagine this every single day when you start your day, because you then will be moving around in the world with a protective bubble. The next thing that I want you to do is cleanse your space every day. You wouldn't leave your physical body unbathed, so don't leave your energy dirty either, is the way that I see this routine every single day. So, ways to do this. You can use smoke, like sage, palo santo, or even mugworts. You can use sound, bells, chimes, or even frequency music. You can use salt, spiritual baths, bowls and corners, or you can even use energy sweeping with your hands and intention. Whatever it is, it's important to cleanse your space daily, especially if you are exposed to a lot of people or a lot of people come around your space. And like I mentioned before, I want you to consciously question when you have sudden emotional shifts, because that's not normal, okay? If you go from calm to panicked or peaceful to angry or even confident to insecure, I want you to pause, really, and ask yourself, is this mine? Is this me? Where did this come from and why is it here? And if it's not yours, I want you to consciously, with intention, return it to sender. Return, return, return. I want you to think of it as like a boomerang. What you send, you get back. I want you to clear it with intention. I want you to cut the cord with intention. Say this out loud if you recognize sudden shifts. I return all energy that is not mine to its source, cleared and transmuted. I call my energy back now, whole and healed. Anytime you feel a shift, say that, feel that, intend to clear it, cut the cord. It's not yours. Return to sender. And the last thing that I want you to do is become conscious of guarding yourself when you sleep. It is important to guard your subconscious because you are most vulnerable when you're asleep or even when you're emotionally raw because you are so caught up either in the dream state or the emotions that you become unaware of things going on around you and you cannot feel the energy shifts. You cannot see things as clearly because either you're asleep or you're clouded by your emotions. So, if you have been dealing with a lot of emotions or right before you fall asleep, I want you to call in divine protection. So if you're dealing with a lot right now, call this in daily. And every time you get ready to go to sleep, including naps, say this. I call on divine protection as I sleep. No one may enter my dreams, energy, or subconscious unless divinely permitted by my higher self. I am safe. I am sovereign. Say that whenever you're dealing with your emotions. Say that right before you sleep. And another thing to keep in mind with sleep, you can also place a bowl of water under your bed or even keep amethyst or some type of protection gemstone near your headboard to guard your dream space. So keep that in mind as well. And I just want to say this isn't about being paranoid. This is about being prepared because the truth is you don't have to do anything wrong to become a target because sometimes your light is just enough. Sometimes your potential is just enough. And if you don't protect it, someone else will try to take it from you and use it for themselves. So that's why this is so vitally important to protect yourself daily. You're not here to live in fear. You're here to walk in your power. You're here to own your energy, not rent it out to whoever wants a piece. That is why it's important to protect your energy daily. I want to leave this affirmation with you. Say it with me. Even when I feel safe, I protect my energy. My peace is sacred. My power is protected. I am the sole authority over my energy. I do not consent to interference. I walk in light and truth. Affirm that daily. Write it down. Keep it with you. And remember, you deserve to have protection over your life. So that's all I have for you on this episode. If this message opened your eyes, don't stop here. Like the video. It tells the algorithm that spiritual protection matters. And comment below. Have you ever felt your energy shift, out of nowhere for no reason at all? I know I have. So let's definitely talk about it. And subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the episodes from this series. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking about what spiritual manipulation really looks like and how to spot the signs, even in people you trust. All right, I'll see you in the next one.